Hello everyone, this is Carl Shufflick from Infragistics, and in this short video I want to talk to you about the WPF XamDataGrid Control Configurator, and I'm going to title this Limitations because you need to know some things. Alright, so before I explain what's on your screen now, let's go over here to the Control Configurator for XamDataGrid Help topic, and you can see right here it has this little link, Control Configurator Limitations. So when we click here, it has some explanations. Essentially what this is a list of all the properties on the objects listed here that are not supported by the configurator. So if you hand edit your XAML and you set all these properties, when you save your XAML, this XAML won't be persisted. And there's many reasons for this. Some of these are like styles, and you could have an inline style, you could have a reference style. So when you talk about styles, we can't run your styles in the XamDataGrid configurator. It's in another complete other app domain, and it would be cost prohibitive for us to run your styles in the XamDataGrid configurator. Plus, if you had any issues, then we would be dealing with blow-ups and exceptions, and then things would just quit working. So what we've tried to do with the XamDataGrid configurator is to allow you to quickly get your XamDataGrid configured based on the UI that we've given you, and then we know that in order to take it to the next level, the next level, the next level, you may or may not need to make some additional manual edits. And so we know that, and that's why we've done things here. So there's some things here, like a tooltip. So a tooltip could be an object, right? It can also be a string. So there's that's another area where we didn't want to have to try to make something work that would be a limited scenario, at least for this release. All right. So if you've got feedback, we want to hear it. And then some of these are just like a compare. That's just an object, that's code that runs these selectors. And so we didn't want to have to deal with some user code or any of these kind of situations in a very complex configurator. All right. So these are those are the limitations. All right, so let me run back here and let me just talk you through this. So I've already mentioned in previous videos that the configurator has a design time behavior that prevents the field chooser dialog from displaying at design time. So at design time, even if you turn on the field chooser, remember that's down here in this display mode. Actually, I think it's this one, yeah. In this display mode right here, this is the property that we were setting to turn on where you can actually set, yes, I'd like to see the field chooser dialog. You can have a button or you can have a menu, right? And so in order to make the design time experience as rich as possible with as little chance for confusion in using the tool to quickly get your XamDataGrid configured, we turned off a few features, and this was one of them. Let me walk through these here. So allow delete, you can turn it to null, true, or false, but if you click on a record in the XamDataGrid at design time, it's not going to let you delete a record. We didn't want to have to deal with that problem. Allow field moving. Again, it is turned on permanently so that you can use the XamDataGrid in the configurator to move fields back and forth. However, if you turn off allow field moving, your users won't be able to do it, but you could still do it yourself at design time. Auto generate fields is always false. We don't turn those on. You could hand edit and enable this feature, but the XamDataGrid turns it off automatically. Like I said before, this header prefix area display mode and the header prefix area menu options, these are both selectable on the configurator, but we turn them off and we set them to default so that we can have a good design time experience. Same thing with selection, type cell, type field, type record. We leave these here because if you turn these off, then things will quit working from a design time perspective. And that's why we have these properties here to say or permanently set to these values so that the design experience remains good for you. Okay, thank you for watching the for watching this video, understanding the limitations. Although they're not limitations, they're just it's a design experience that we need in order to give you the best design time experience. So have a wonderful day. Enjoy the XamDataGrid the XamDataGrid and the XamDataGrid Configurator from Infragistics. Thank you.